Yo, and how is it going, Apple Army? Welcome back to the Gaming Apple. So, today, it is that time. We are getting into the best 1vx STAM DK build, in my opinion, out at the moment for the Flames of Ambition patch with no procs. We're in 6 medium, 1 heavy, and without any further ado, let's get right into the video. So I'm just going to quickly show you some unbuffed stats, and we'll get through buffed. So, unbuffed, we're just looking at base, about 14k magic, 27k health, 30k stamina. The resistances aren't too much of an issue, I'll buff them up now. And what we'll do is we'll buff without pot, and then we'll buff with pot. So we go up to 5k weapon damage back bar, 33k spell, 30k physical, 2.9k crit, and then on the attack bar, on our 2H, we go up to exactly 6k weapon damage. That is so satisfying, by the way. I'm so happy it worked out like that. We're sat about 21, well, 2.1k recovery, 2.2, but what we'll do now is we'll place a pot as well. And, right, a bit delay there. So we go up to 33,000 spell and 35,000 physical resistances, 2.6k stam recovery, and then on this bar we go up to 2.6k stam recovery and 32k physical resistance, 30k spell resistance, 2.5k crit resistance. The crit resistance is lower in this bar. Obviously you can Jesus, can you see that delay? Alright. Right, yeah, obviously you can tell that I'm running a crit setback bar, but let's get into it. So, 64 points into stamina. Advanced stats, we've got 50% mitigation on, like, you literally look at that. 50% damage mitigation plus on our back bar. And then I'll wait for the pot to reactivate, because I always keep the pots up. And then 45 to 48% mitigation on our attack bar, which is really nice. With a really low cost roll dodge, pay attention to that. We tried to keep roll dodge below 2.5k, that was what I was aiming for. High sprint speed, because we're an orc. Serpent Wonderstone, Artanium Takeaway Broth. Yes, I'm getting my double XP at the moment. And if you haven't, please get your double XP and get that CP up. Right. I think that's that bit done. Okay, so the potions that we're running. Obviously running Artanium. You can run Dubious, and what I'll do is I'll quickly show you what it looks like with Dubious. You can literally see no difference. We've gone down 300 health, we've gone down literally 200 stamina. Our stamina recovery is only dropped by about 50, I think. 50, 60 stamina recovery. It's so unnoticeable, it's unreal. I'll buff up again. The only thing that's really dropped there is our health recovery, and to be honest, health recovery doesn't matter that much this patch, so I can definitely say you can get away with Dubious. I'm not gonna lie. It's not a make or break thing for this build. You can definitely get away with Dubious. Right, yeah, so potions. Oh, by the way, stacking up on these things. Got my 150s and stuff ready to go. But yeah, we got normal tri-stat potions. Obviously, if we need them, have them right here slotted. So I always have my tri-stat pots just in case in a bit of an issue I need my magic as well. But these are the main ones. So health, stamina, physical, resistance. And I believe you can make them. It's Beetle Scuttle, Columbine, so that gives you health, stamina, unstoppable. Then we've got, yeah, the armor. Is it Beetle Scuttle? Yeah, increased armor. Let's go down here. I think it's, yeah, okay, that's it. So yeah, it's increased armor from Mountain Flower with stamina and health, and then this pairs with Beetle Scuttle for the increased armor and Columbine for the stamina health. So those are the three you want, guys, if you're wondering how to make these. And these are so nice. You keep that up literally all the time. It's 100% uptime, which is really nice. And then I have the speed pots, so when the physical resistance isn't enough and I really need to be kiting my ass off, I chuck these on. So paired with my roll dodging from bow, I'm starting to go really fast and get a lot of movement. Then into the bow, as you can guess, we're running critical or post back bar. We run it in defending and not powered this patch because our healing is so strong this patch. I don't see any need for us to be running powered. What got nerfed this patch was not healing. Healing actually got a nice buff. It's our resistances that got nerfed this patch. So defending is, in my opinion, a must. And then we're running some double dot poisons to go with that. Then we're running the Spriggan's Greatsword. You can run the Spriggan's Maul in Nirnhunt, but I've gone for Spriggan's Greatsword in Sharpened. Basically, you lose about 30-40 pen this way, but you gain a bit more weapon damage. I think this is just a slightly more optimal. It's so little difference, but this is a bit more optimal for any of you wanting to know which one you need to pick. Right. Then for our monster sets, so for both our monster sets, I've gone for 2 one pieces, and for our traits, I've gone 3 impen, 3 well fitted, and 1 reinforced. What the 1 reinforced on the heavy chest piece. But yeah, so this just giving us a line of stam recovery, and then on here as well a line of stam recovery. Now you can do as what with your glyphs as you want. What I will say is that my aim was for 14k magic, 27k health, and 30k stamina. Right? Literally that was my aim. 14k magic, 27k health, and 30k stamina. As long as you hit them, do what you want with your attribute points, and do what you want with your enchants. That's just how I got there. Okay, then for our main set on our body, we're running Fortified Brass. God, I love this set, this patch. Max health, armor, armor, armor. You pair that with the spell resistance you get from being a DK, and then the physical resistance pots, and then with the defending on the back bar, you're looking really tanky in 6 pieces medium, and I love it. Honestly, brilliant set. So the 1 piece heavy, now I feel like the 1 piece heavy is better than 7 medium because we get the Undaunted passives, and just by running this 1 piece, we don't obviously running 2 pieces heavy, you wouldn't get this times 2, so I don't feel like it's worth running more than 1 piece heavy, but definitely running the 1 piece just to get the extra 2% for the max stats. So I felt like that was just a bit better. And for that 1 piece heavy, it's got to be on the chest piece. That's the most armor value. Chuck that in reinforced, so you're getting the most bang for your buck, full on, and that's what I recommend. Then I have just rest of fortified for the body because it's just craftable and it was so easy to put on there. But yeah, 3 well fitted, 3 impen, and 1 reinforced. Then for the jewelry, it's all infused weapon damage. And I definitely recommend going for these as infused weapon damage and not running a stam recovery here in a weapon damage Mundus, because you get more stam recovery from your Mundus than you do from weapon damage, just so that you know about that. It's definitely more efficient to do it this way. And yeah, you just get in your 2 lines max stam, weapon damage, physical penetration, if I didn't go over that already. But with all the gear out of the way, I actually want to go over the CP next rather than go straight over the skills. I feel like the CP this patch is a lot more important than it ever has been, especially with people's understanding. I'll leave the green tree for last because kind of actually I'll gloss over it really quick. Basically, the green tree, the things to look out for is you want the reduced full damage. That's so nice when you 1vxing. You want this just for the Artaeum takeaway buff. It just keeps you nice uptime. Then, you know, for your potions, so you don't have to be making as many. Then 20% movement speed outside of combat. Doesn't help you in combat, it's just convenient. And then 10% extra mount speed. I was messing around with some farming last night, but I do usually have 10% in here. So, you know, at the moment I'm still having to switch points around when I want to go farming for nodes and stuff. But yeah, this is really nice for Cyrodiil. Okay, then into the blue CP. Now please guys, for the blue and the red I've done a lot of testing. You might watch other videos, they might say different things, but I'm a main stam DK. I don't know about other classes, right? Not yet, I haven't tested them yet, but stam DK I've tested, and the CP that I'm about to share I want you to copy exactly, because this is what you need to have if you want to be VXing the best way. So I'm gonna go over our slaughter balls first. So we have 10% reduced damage, 10% increased damage with AoEs. The reason I went for this one for our damage is because it just gives us more damage. Obviously it gives us more damage on our breath, but the main reason is it gives more damage on our leaps, and that is so important. When you're VXing, you want to turn around, do a toxic breath into a heavy attack leap, and just see which one has dropped the lowest to go for the execute, and having the extra 10% damage on leap is really nice. Then we have critical resistance. Honestly guys, I wasn't going to go for this in the first place, but crit resistance this patch is so nice against those night blades that just can do a 100% crit chance. Like those kind of builds that can just crit no matter what. Yeah, those are what you got to look out for this patch. This is really nice. Then reduce damage taken by single targets by 10%. So your crystal frags that would be hitting for like I think 15k crystal frags some people have been getting. I haven't been getting that high. I think 6k crystal frags about average on me. But yeah, that and the spectral bows in caps, all that crazy damage stuff, we're reducing that by another 10%. So unlucky for them, lucky for us. And then Untamed Aggressor, increasing weapon and spell damage by 150. So this increases your healing and damage done abilities by 150. Some people are going for this one. I don't recommend that, purely because this doesn't really affect your heals, whilst this does. That one gives a bit more damage and attack. This one, yeah, that one gives more attack damage. This one just gives better general healing and attack. Just that nice balance. Now let's get into CP. The ones I recommend, I definitely recommend getting your healing up. So quick recovery, getting that up. And then blessed, please get that up. Don't worry about your magic, I've only put 10 points in here. Get your stamina up, not worry about crit. Honestly, I've literally left that at 0. I see no need to get that up at the moment. That's where your duelist rebuff is. And then I've started to put points into Hardy and Elemental Defender for your reduced damage taken from magical and physical attacks. Then I want you to have full penetration here. You don't really need all 40 points in here, just activate the 30% so that you can get the extra 100 damage, weapon damage from Mighty for your poison and physical damage, etc. And then up here, that's where you get your 10% damage. Now, some people are going for like the dot pressure, you know, Firmitage. I kind of see why with DK dots nice, and we have some really good dots this patch, but dots is not what's killing players. Like, obviously we're getting pressure on, and that pressure's nice after you leap because it still ticks, the pressure helps with the burst combo. But your burst is what's killing people this patch, and I was tempted to go for this one for the uppercut damage, the 10% extra uppercut damage, but I wanted 10% extra leap damage. That's just my personal preference. You could probably switch these two around if you wanted more uppercut and execute, but our execute hits hard enough, our uppercut hits hard enough, so I went with this. Yeah, and don't fall in the trap of going for crit heals. Direct damage, like your healing done, it's useless, absolutely rubbish. Maybe when we go back into a Malakath build, who knows. This, also rubbish. I thought this would be a lot stronger than it was. No. And yeah, I don't really want to talk about the rest. Okay, and we don't need this one over here for the reduced damage taken because we're running Shuffle. We really don't need that. Okay, I spent a lot more time here because I know a lot of people aren't understanding why, and it's better that I try help you understand why I selected than just saying, oh yeah, this is best, do this, do this. I kind of want to make you understand why this is best. So yeah, if you have any questions about this, please let me know in the comment section down below, and I can obviously follow up this in a future STAM DK video. I'm very happy to do that. But let's move on to the red tree. So let's go straight into what we're running. So we've got Juggernauts. So when we break free, we get 10% and reduced damage taken from AoEs. This is so nice. If you pop in a mobility pots when we use our speed pots, or when we just break free from like our 1vx situations where I'm always getting stunned, after I get stunned, I get 10% reduced damage taken, and that is beautiful. Then we got Rejuvenation for the health, magic, stamina recovery. Really, really nice. It's just nice recoveries all around there. Why have you switched? Okay, yeah, nice recoveries all around. Then Ironclad for the armor. I wasn't going to go for this originally, but after some testing, this is really nice to have stacked. And then just increased max health. Again, this was really nice. Now, I wasn't originally going to go for these two, but there's nothing else that good. Like, on paper, stuff looks good. Like, I mean, this looks good. This, when it's done, gives you an extra 200 magic and health recovery, but that doesn't stack. I found that doesn't stack with percentages, so that was pretty useless. And then this one, I thought this would be insane until I realized I'm a DK and I need to keep my ultimates going because I like to keep my sustain up. Like, obviously we can hold our ultimates like 200-300, but realistically when I have leap I want to be using leap. So, and not only that, this doesn't stack with percentages. From my testing, this health recovery, when you get that up to like say 300, that does not stack with percentages. So yeah, I found that pretty useful. Not useful, useless. On different builds, though, that could be quite nice, like on a Necro. Then this one, no, don't fall into that trap. It's not very long immunity. Is there any other traps here that you could fall into? This one here, yes, Travel Instant reduces your core abilities cost by 25%. Useless, honestly useless. If you're gonna go for this, just put your points into this one. It's so much better. Yeah, I was very disappointed by this. I think that's just roll dodging and block. I don't even know what it didn't help my sustain. That's all I'm gonna say. This does though. Alright, so that's the 4 main ones done. Let's go over to where you put your CP. So you want to put it all into max health. Then this was an extra, but this is nice. When you're VXing, if you've got the points to put into this, it is worth it. because you've got so many negative effects on you, so having those status effects just have a reduced time is nice. Then I have it into full into roll dodge, run a bow build, so I like to have my roll dodge costs down. Although even though we're on a bow build, I don't roll dodge that much because we're pretty tanky. I just roll dodge when I want speed. It's not like avoiding attacks as much anymore, which is really nice. Then break free cost, you obviously want your break free cost maxed. Oh, by the way, one more trap, don't fall into this one. I know we all loved Unchained last patch. For the 80% last patch it was reduction of stamina cost, but this only gives you 55% and it's not worth having it as a slottable. I'd rather have stam recovery, health, stam recovery, armor, health, or, you know, reduced damage taken. This just doesn't cut it this patch. Then tumbling, yeah, for our roll dodge. Sprinter, I've only put 6 points in here so far. You could reduce that. I don't really see that as a need. We're an orc, so reduced cost there, and yeah, this is just nice as it is. Then increased movement speed. This is a must. Get that up to 8%. That's really nice. As I said, we're an orc, so we get 10% extra sprint movement speed. Medium armor, we're getting a lot of extra sprint movement speed there, and then sprint movement speed from here, and then when we roll dodge with a bow we get an extra 30%, so our movement speed really stacking up there. Speed is key this patch, and that is why I've gone for a bow over a sword and shield. And then block reduction, we're not really blocking that much. This is something I need to level up. Then this bash, this is just an extra. Then bash damage, extra. Movement speed whilst bracing, extra. Damage taken, yeah, the amount of damage it can block. This is really nice because you can take an extra 10% block damage from being a DK, so this 6% brings up to 16%, so this is really nice to have. Put 4 points in here. But yeah, there's a lot of CP I need to build into, but I've got the main ones covered. I really want to fill this one out, fill this one out, and fill this one out, but that's about it for that trade and this one. But yeah, we got the essentials done. Obviously there's this one here and this one, but I mean, who cares about that? You don't want to be dying in the first place, so you don't really want resources when you get rezzed, or just pop a tripod when you do get rezzed. Seriously. And then stealth detection. I mean, I probably want this up just against the Nightblades, but it's not at the top of my to-do list. But I am going to be farming CP like crazy this week, so I imagine I'll be getting that up. Right, so that is the CP done. Like I said, guys, please follow me exactly on the red and the blue tree. The green tree is just a kind of do whatever you want, whatever suits your needs at the time. I've just said what I use at that time, but yeah. If you have any questions like this, please let me know in the comment section down below. Now, let's get into these skills. So we're running Shuffle. I mean, Shuffle's so nice. If we're going to be in medium armor, let's just take the snare move. Let's just take, you know, that nice snare, you know, move builds. I can't even say it properly. Immunity to snares and mobilizations with medium armor. After that's 6 seconds, we get that immune to, and then the 20% damage reduction to AoEs. Fragmented shield for the major mending for 6 seconds. Please choose this morph. Gives us some phenomenal heals. Volatile armor. Why did DK say the other morph? I don't get it. I watch STAM DK build videos and they say, oh yeah, go for the hardened armor. It gives us that little shield. Every little helps. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. That little shield's gonna do you doo-doo in 1vx. You ain't gonna notice that. But do you know what this will do? When you're trying to take out a Nightblade or some little fucker that goes invisible, this will bring them out of stealth, and you can keep the pressure up. You don't need the shield. Don't think you need the shield. It's rubbish. Do you see me running stacking shields? No. Useless. Right. Little hits at the other DKs who clearly don't know what the hell they're talking about. This is just so nice. Like, when I'm going around, right, and some Nightblade goes invisible, yes, you can Toxic Breath, but as soon as they're out of your Toxic Breath kind of range, you just start doing this, like, wait, where you gone, where you gone? And you bring them out, and you see they're over there, you do this, and then you start doing this again. You just keep the pressure on them, make them spam invis. Yeah, I literally couldn't run anything else. I've never gone that much in depth about this skill. I see so many people recommending hardened armor. Actually irritated me a little bit. But, yeah, I mean, do what you want, but this is best in slot. It really is. Cauterize, this is a must. You pair Cauterize with Vigor and Fragmented Shield. Our heals are phenomenal. So, yeah, we get 4 heals with this. You get your initial heal, then your 3 overtime heals. 1 being the last, obviously. Vigor, nice. The tooltip on Vigor does go up pretty nice. Yeah, just 22k back, but I see some people getting like 30 odd k. We don't need any more than this. Our heals are so strong in this patch. 5% damage reduction. Now what I will say about Temporal Regard is that it's been pretty buggy this patch. So when I have been using this skill, I've been getting caught and I've been getting glitched inside of it. Now it's a beautiful skill, but I don't like getting bugged out, and sometimes I'm actually dying. Like when I use Temporal Regard, I'm getting stuck in place and I'm just dying afterwards, which is not cool. The damage reduction is really nice, but I found myself maybe sometimes thinking if I want to run this just because at least I get the 15% STAM recovery, but I won't be activating Werewolf. So I think about it, if I'm not activating either one, I'd take the damage reduction. But I mean, that's always an option, and I mean, you could go for Corrosive Armor. I don't have Corrosive leveled up. Well, I have it leveled, but I don't have it, so I'm not going to even waste a skill point because I'm not using Corrosive. Yeah, there's no point, just use Leap. Just use Leap. Right. And then what did I want to go over in here? There was something. Yeah, we got our spell resistances. Not bothered about that. Yeah, okay. So our armor, you have to keep this up. I know some people like to set that armor drop if they're not taking much damage, but it's not just armor from us. When we activate this skill, we get an extra 12% healing received. So this skill here is actually giving us a lot of healing as well, indirectly, which is really nice. And by the way, you can try Protective Plate if you want. I did find Shuffle was better though this patch, not gonna lie. I thought this would be best in slot, but yeah, Shuffle best. And then increase your damage block, really nice. And then obviously your stats, but we get minor brutality from this. Obviously you guys should know that we're getting 10% increased damage done, so please keep going over that. Then I'll just go over some different skills quickly. So we are getting medium arm passives, crits that I'm not too bothered about, nice stam recovery, then 12% weapon damage, 18% movement speed, 24% reduction cost to roll dodge. Then we are getting, I'm not really bothered about this, it's so little. The only thing is increases roll dodge cost by 3%. Only reason I wouldn't have moved then reduces our movement speed by 1%. But I'm not too bothered about that because we're in 6-piece medium and I'm free well fitted. Bit of resistances, not bothered about that. 2% health. Yeah, I mean that's nice. The more you wear, the better for this one. I mean that's a little bit. And then healing received 1%. Yeah, we just werewolf just because if I ever wanted to switch for the 15%. I have points into this one just so when I block I get a 5k damage shield. Now that shield is actually worth it, plus I like the bubble. It looks cool when you bubble up, not gonna lie. Right, and then reduces the cost of strategic abilities. Undaunted, you want your skill points in here. Then continuous attack, you want the skill point. Combat frenzy, 20 ultimate when you kill a player. Then when you're near a keep, you get 20% extra healing done. And then please put this in. I don't like it when people can't be bothered to put points in here. If I go down on a rare occasion when you're grouped up with me, just res me quickly, please. 30%. There's nothing more annoying when somebody's got a slow res speed. Just saying. Then Orc. Orc is best in slot. I know some people are saying go with Dark Elf, but we really don't need the max magic that Dark Elf gives. If I needed max magic, I'd tweak my stats to give me max magic. I've got 14k. If I wanted 16k, I'd change my stats around to give me 16k. The chances are, if you need more magic, you need less stamina. That's kind of how the trade-off goes. So if I brought my max magic up to 16k, I'd most likely bring my max stamina down from 30k down to 28k, because I'd be using more magic. That's kind of how that goes. And then, yeah, the max health is nice. They actually buff this to actually give you a nice heal now every 4 seconds. That's kind of cool. That used to be absolutely useless. And then our weapon and spell damage, and then reduces the cost of sprint and increases your sprint movement speed. Now this is why Orc is just best in slot. You don't need to be going Nord nor go nerf this patch. I mean, you can still run it on different builds, but on a bow build, this is best in slot. I just couldn't see any other, class I mean, you can play it on different classes, but this is what's best. And I'm not gonna say use a different class. Just use this one. Use Orc. Right. Then you want to be getting your points into here. So when using potion, your results last 50% longer, giving you 100% uptime on your resistances. I think, and then provisioning. So then you can have increased timer on food and drink, just for your whether you're using dubious or if you use Arteum takeaway broth. Now, is there anything else I wanted to go over? I think it was oh, by the way, this house is really cool. My mate King Farmer let me use this. I'm scared that I'm gonna kill myself. I don't want to sprint going up here because I'm scared I'm gonna kill myself whilst going up here, and that would not be a fun way to end this video. But yeah, this is a really cool house. But let's just quickly show you a quick rotation. It's got its dummy just over here. Right. So obviously you want to buff up. Make sure cut rises up all the time. But I usually go like a light attack into a toxic breath with a lag. Light attack into venomous claw. Uppercuts. I'm just slowing this down. So when I uppercut, I do like a medium weave into a toxic breath. So uppercut, medium weave, toxic breath, light attack, venomous claw, switch bar, maybe rebuff up. Come back into a light attack, uppercut, light attack, toxic breath, light attack, venomous claw, switch bar, maybe shuffle, uppercut, then maybe do like a medium heavy attack into a leap. Oh my god. As if that just happened. Yo bro, I know you're watching this video. That, I don't know if that was intentional, but that's yeah, thanks for that. Can I get down there? Yeah, I think I can get down there. Right. Fun fact, Ed Bear is #1 STAM DK. 1 second. Alright. As if. #2 at best. #2 at best, bro. Alright. You know, he's my STAM DK VXing partner. But bro, I'm #1. Right. With that out of the way, yeah. No, he's a really cool guy. I'm not bothered. Right. Yeah, but that's just our rotation anyway, guys. But I don't think there's really anything else I need to go over. I know this was getting into a pretty long video, but I wanted to explain it for you. I know some people will just come here for the gear, but for you guys that stay and watch this, I hope I've helped cover everything for you. Hope I've gone over a lot of stuff. And by the way, with this build, you want to be moving around, using that speed. You know, even if in a 1v2, right, cut corners. As soon as you're outnumbered, feel no obligation to stand and hold your ground. Start cutting corners. If they're outnumbering you, I don't care how many, 1v2, 1v3, 1vx, you move around. As soon as it turns 1v1, yeah, don't be a little bitch and kite. But, oh my god, this lag is crazy. You can't see it, but I'm actually trying to buff up. Alright. Oh, and it's cut me out. Okay, so right at the end of the video, it decides to cut me out. I literally was just about to give the outro, and the game decides to completely kick me off. And because I wasn't using my OBS system today to record this, it cut out my audio as well, so that's always fun. But anyway, I'm going to give you a bonus clip. Now, do me a favor, quickly read this. Basically, he's saying, how can you 1vx? You can't even 1vx. I don't see any VX. And he was complaining that I was kiting him in a 1v2. I'm like, dude, you're going to come after me in a 1v2 with high damage? Yeah, I'm going to kite your ass. I'm going to kite your ass all the way to the fucking moon and back if I have to. Because #1 priority is keeping my health bar alive. #2 priority is dropping your health bars down. And if I can't keep myself alive, how am I going to do that? But, yeah, I'm going to just sit here and watch this video play out. But yeah, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please make sure to smash that like button, drop a comment, 'cause I'd love to hear from you guys, and subscribe if you haven't already to become part of the Apple Army, and to stay up to date with all my latest content here at the Gaming Apple. Also, guys, if you want to get to know me better and interact with me more, then how about you come join the Discord? And now, without any further ado, let's just shit on this guy. Bang, bam, bam. Take that for VX, you piece of shit. Peace out, guys. Bye-bye.